I own this property.
You own that, okay?
This is the land, right?
Okay,
I gave you approval to build on this.
okay,
Okay? You get a mortgage to build on it.
correct.
I'm ready to sell the whole thing.
No, I don't.
How does that work?
Okay, commercial or residential?
Residential.
Okay, so this is your plot of land that you
The
own.
whole thing. And I have a house on it as well.
You have a house over here.
Mhm.
Now, I built my house over here,
Correct.
right?
On approval from me.
Okay, did you sell me the land?
No.
Did you lease me the land?
No.
Okay,
An approval to build.
so you had to have done one of those two things, right?
Okay.
In order for me to get, so like practically, technically you don't, but practically speaking, right? A bank is not going to give me a mortgage to build a house on land that I don't own without having certain rights to that land. So either I have to have a lease. The reason why I ask commercial, right?
Mhm.
Generally commercial space,
Mhm.
like shopping centers,
Mhm.
they'll say, okay, we own the land, but we will rent you this section of the land
Okay.
for 50 years or
Okay.
100
With a
years.
time.
Right?
Mhm.
And that's how then I can come in and then build a unit on the commercial property.
Mhm.
You own the land, but like I get to build my thing and I get to have it for like basically my lifetime.
So, full transparency, I don't have all the facts. It's family related. So
Okay.
you're saying the approval that this person gets to be able to build the unit here, they would have had to been
In
given-
order for a bank to give them a mortgage,
Mhm.
right, they would have had to have demonstrated to the bank that the house was being built on land they owned or lands that they had rights to.
and it's
A bank is giving me a loan for a house,
Mhm.
right? So I'm going to a bank and saying, I would like to get a mortgage,
Mhm.
right? What is the collateral for a house?
the house.
Exactly.
This house is on the land. The
Exactly.
house has to be on the land.
So the collateral for the mortgage is the house. If I don't pay the bank gets to take my house.
So
What's the bank going to do
you're
with the
not
house
if
if
I
I
give
can't
you,
sell it?
I have a question. If the bank would give you the mortgage.
The
based-
bank is not going to give that person a mortgage unless they can demonstrate to the bank that they have some kind of interest in that land.
and it's the ownership of this literal,
So
part
that section of land right there, right?
would have been ownership to the person. who got the
Either
mortgage.
ownership or proof of lease or proof of access to actually have the land. The bank's not going to let a builder build a house with their money on your land for my mortgage without any kind of proof that I'm allowed to build there, right? So what's going to happen is if they've already built a house there
Mhm.
and the house is there and you're trying to sell all the land, this person is going to still have access to where that house is on that land.
Could this person affect me selling the entire land?
No, so this person can't affect you selling the rest of your
No, the
property.
entire property. I own the whole thing.
But what I'm saying is so one of two things are probably true here. Either you do not own this square of land, you've accidentally sold it to them or given them rights to it,
Mhm.
and it's theirs now,
Mhm.
or they have a lease on it, which means if you gave them rights, they own the land,
Mhm.
and you can only sell this land. You can't sell an interest in property you don't own.
All
And
right.
if you've leased it,
Another
the person
complicated
who
question.
buys it has to honor the lease to this land here.
Okay, very good point. What if the person who got access to this dies?
Then it goes to whomever that person leaves their property to.
Even more complicated, but you know what? That was
So it's going to work the same way as an easement works, right?
Hold 1 second.
You know how an easement works?
Kind of, sort of.
Okay,
Yes.
put the phone back out.
All right.
Okay. So this is, I own the entire of all of this right here. I sell you the apple, right? You buy the apple from me, but how do you get to the apple? I say, you know what? I'm not selling you any of my land, but there's a road that runs from here to
Access,
the
mhm.
apple. You're allowed to use my road to get to the apple. When I sell you the apple, I'm including this easement in there, right?
Mhm.
Which means today, tomorrow, for the rest of eternity until the world disappears, anyone who buys this land has to let you drive on this road
To get access
that
to the
apple.
apple. Perfect.